I didn't know that I wanted to be part of The Voice. I literally was pregnant, and then the next thing I know, I have like everyone over seeing the baby, and I get this call. And I hang up, and I'm like, I have the weirdest life right now. They just called me to see if I want to be on The Voice. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So it was all really spontaneous, really fast. And next thing I know, we're here. I mean, it really like came. I love that about it because it's been so surreal, the whole thing. I feel like I'm now in a position to be so inspired by these people because I've never played this role in my life before as a coach. And it made me feel so reflective on everything I have done. I've had an amazing journey so far, and so to be able to play this role as a coach, I feel super blessed. It's going to be one of those times in my life I know that I'm going to look back and go, that was incredible. Me and Pharrell have, and weirdly, again, I don't know how that guy, how did he get in my life? Because he's just an amazing person. And when I first met him, we got together and we wrote this song called Hella Good, and we did Hollaback Girl together. We did Wind It Up. He's just an incredibly generous, like peaceful, amazing kind of guy. He's like the Oprah Winfrey of the show. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to tap into people's emotions, and I think that's why he's so good at music. Everything he does is by feel and by emotion, and he thinks in a whole different way than a lot of people think. When Pharrell and I met, we had similar tastes. We both loved Japan, and we were really inspired by fashion. And it's just for me, fashion is just self-expression. It's just another way to express yourself. Music's self-expression and fashion's self-expression, and something that I've always loved my whole life. And I know that Pharrell is the same way. So it's I don't know. It's just something that we're similar about. I think when we're all going for one artist, it's really tough because everybody is so good in their own lane. Like Adam is like a lawyer. He can talk and talk and talk, and he's so competitive, and it's real for him. It's not a TV show at that point. He's just like, I am going to win this. Pharrell, you get this whole kind of, he's just so generous. He gets so invested, and he can read people's emotions. It's incredible to watch. And then you got Blake, who just makes everybody feel like they're going to be like part of his family if you pick him, and like it's a lifelong relationship. Then all of a sudden he'll pull out like this perfect, charming joke. He just snatches them. So everybody has their own kind of little strategies and gifts up there, and so it's a lot to compete with, I have to say. I seriously, after day one, I never laughed. I mean, I haven't laughed that hard in so long. I had a face headache where all everywhere was like sore from smiling and laughing. They were making me for a laugh so hard, and I kept looking over, and he'd be like, "I love this show. I love this show. This is so fun," because it was hilarious. I mean, Blake and Adam, the chemistry they have, the banter. I mean, everybody at home, they get a sneak peek at those two, but we got the R-rated, hilarious locker room version of what they're getting at home. I mean, it is bad. I thought I was in a boys club my whole life, like being on a tour bus with all guys, but these two, they really take it to another level. It's very entertaining. This is called The Voice, but at the end of the day, once those chairs turn around, it's not just about the voice anymore. It's visual, and that's such a huge, important part in, I think, being an artist and an entertainer, and something that I've always really enjoyed. And I feel like it's just as important as the music at the end of the day. If I look back at all the artists that I loved growing up, Prince, or The Cure, they all have a certain look to them that is their signature look, and something that defines who they are, and you get to know them through that, and So I think that that's something I can offer. We can talk about that, and because I'm passionate about it, we can just bounce back and forth and figure out what that's going to be, and I can help them with, like maybe things that I think that worked for me or didn't work, or things that I think are lame and things that I think are cool, and it'll be fun. It's going to be a lot of responsibility too, because I mean, this is their lives, this is their chance. Like Pharrell said, it's already amazing that they got onto the show and they're being aired. It's such an amazing time we live in where they can have their websites, they can have, they already have been exposed to so many people. We didn't have that growing up. We had Star Search, but that was like for kids. My mom was, I mean, I wasn't even thinking about that at that age. Like, it's so different now, and it is an amazing time. I think the show is popular for so many reasons. I mean, I think that people these days they want to know other people's stories, and we're kind of all about that reality, and this lets people in on these kind of like hero stories, in the sense of people that have dreams, and they get to a certain point and then you get to watch them like either make it or not make it, and that's really entertaining, and people love seeing that, and then also you get let in on a side of maybe someone like one of the coaches' lives that you never got to see before. I mean, growing up, I didn't ever get to see Prince sit in a red chair and coach somebody. You know what I mean? How amazing would that have been? I would love that. But it was just a different time. So I think that people just get drawn into the drama and the race, the game. It's very clever, the show. The one, the only, the voice.